It is Thursday, February 7th, 2024, and I just posted a video on the problems with parental controls, which I will link at the end of this video, but I wanted to move forward to talk about the problems with pre-installed applications, pre-installed anything really, but especially applications. When you turn your phone on, there is a advertisement for your carrier, then you can be assured that there are apps pre-installed when you purchase or acquire a contract with a provider on your device. I've complained about this often because every time I've purchased a phone, I've deleted all of the pre-installed applications because they are a distraction and unnecessary, and have complained that I will install whatever apps I want on my phone myself, especially because I purchase my phones. I have acquired phones through contracts or through payment plans, but if I purchase the phone from you, and you are a cellular provider, it shouldn't have anything on it other than the operating system that I need in order to download the apps that I want from the Apple Store or from the Google Play Store. But that is a problem because when you think about parental controls that work at the level I discussed in the other video, you would have to install something on the person's device in order to control it in that way. You also have to keep in mind that with the cloud, applications can be installed remotely via the cloud if you are logged into it. And so that is another opportunity for things to be put on your phone that will allow your phone to be used in ways other than you intended when you purchased it or acquired it from your provider. So here are some journal entries that I've written that help sort of highlight the concerns that I've had and how pre-installed applications how an understanding of that can be expanded into a bigger understanding of how cellular technology is used or is used to control people in their own homes. It's not new. It's just more convenient now for the people who do this to be able to do so because people in their lives can be managed remotely, which for the consumer, it can be convenient. But when you think about who has access to your information and to your actual devices, and now even your home, because you have smart homes where you have to download drivers to your oven or to your lighting systems and things like that. How much control has been relinquished by the individual consumers that can then be accessed by people remotely who you do not intend. So keep all of these things in mind as I propose things like getting rid of the cloud and getting rid of digital technology and things like that, because these are the things that I was considering when I made those suggestions. Again, we have only had access to this technology in the way we do now for about 30 years. So, even when I ask what year is this, it's 2024. Even in the grand scope of 2024 years, only 30 of it have we had this kind of access in the name of convenience. And the question is it really worth it for what we've been sacrificing? Oh, and as a post note, the other question that I have is for parents is to think about what you want to protect your children from, and then consider legislatively what allows those things to occur that you want to protect your children from. So, for example, in the context we're discussing, there are a lot of Federal Communication Commission policies and even laws that allow things like robocalls when nobody wants that. My big thing about forced solicitation is that it comes from consumer competition, and so people need for you to choose their version of whatever it is. And the way that they do that is through commercialization and advertising. Why do we need, 5 different types of gaming systems, and then have video games that can only be played on 3 of them? So if you don't have one of those 3, then you can't play the game. And so now the kids want the other system so that they can play the game. Things like that, and the way that our marketplaces are designed to keep us locked into this economic system where we are constantly focused on money to acquire the things that we need, when what we truly need is already readily available for free on the earth. But just consider what the legislative issues are that contribute to the presence of the things that you want to protect yourself and your children from.